Good morning, everybody. So here I am in back of our rent-a-car. Had a great night's sleep last night after a long day of traveling, then touring around in downtown Dublin. But today we hopped in the car and we're headed up to the Giant's Causeway. So we just got on the M1 and we're headed north. We got over a 2-hour ride to do this because it's on the northernmost point of Ireland. You can see it on this map I went ahead and made a copy of. But it's way up at the top, north of Belfast. One of the things when you come into Ireland, generally we fly into Dublin, but if you want to go up toward Belfast, now you're entering Northern Ireland. And Southern Ireland is part of the Euro, or the EU, the European Community. But when you go into Northern Ireland, well, that's under the UK, so they operate, their currency is the British pound. So it's a little bit different up there, and I believe, I could be wrong on this, we're gonna find out, that you actually change over from kilometers back to miles. But I wouldn't be surprised if they have both posted up there. But it is actually, in most regards, a different country. The nice thing is, from what I read on the internet, is you don't necessarily need a passport to cross over from Ireland into Northern Ireland. So anyway, we're headed up to the Causeway. We're driving down Route 1. I shouldn't say we. Sue is doing the driving. Stellar job. You can say hello, Sue. Sue is up there driving away. And this is the M1. And it's definitely a little bit works against your head because you're driving, but the passing lane is on the right. The left side is your traveling lane, and over on the far left is your breakdown lane. It's complete opposite of America. Even though at this point, because we're just traveling in one direction, it looks similar, but it's all opposite. So we're just going to continue on driving here. We'll do some footage when we get out into the country maybe, but definitely when we get to the Causeway. Stay tuned. Well, after a nice ride of about 2.5 hours, pretty much on the M1 from Dublin to north of Belfast, we're getting ready to go down to the Giant's Causeway. And we just parked the car. And up here in the northern tip of Ireland, it's pretty cold. Not way cold, but it's breezy, a little wet, and chilly. So apparently we walked through this tunnel, and this will take us down to the Giant's Causeway, but we get a little bit of a walk. Oh boy, breezy. So that wind comes howling over, but boy, look at this. What a beauty. Got Sue and John here. What a beautiful view here, but it is breezy. It's blowing like stink, as we say in Gloucester, Mass. And we're gonna walk down this long road down here. So let's get trucking.
What's it to be like here?
Okay, so we're making our way down here. The gentleman at the top said it's about a 20-minute walk. And I'd say that's pretty much about right. But what a beauty. We come down this road, and you can see him back of me a little bit, but check this out. Look at that. And we're coming down the road. The actual Giant's Causeway is right over here. So this will be pretty cool. We're almost there. But check out that terrain. That is absolutely gorgeous. And as always, I got my traveling compatriots back here, John and Sue. And Sue drove all the way up. She's our island driver because she drives really well on the opposite side of the road that we're all accustomed to. And other than a pretty good breeze blowing, it's not too bad up here. A little chilly, but at least we're getting blue sky, as we can see. Blowing like crazy up here. I'm almost getting knocked down. This type of pattern was caused by a volcanic eruption where the lava squeezed up through fissures, popped up, and then dried or cooled down and hardened into these positions and these shapes. It's pretty cool. And bear in mind that also the Led Zeppelin album cover for Houses of Holy, that was shot here. And using photographic tricks, they gave it that really nice color. But that was shot here at the Giant's Causeway. You guys having fun up there? Having fun? Yeah. All right. Well, that was pretty cool. Really unique rock formations. Very breezy though out on that point. The wind was so strong that it almost knocked me over, believe it or not. I had to tighten down the hat, and but very unique. And like I said, Led Zeppelin shot their Houses of the Holy album cover there, and then they added in You know, back in the day before Photoshop, they did it in a different way, but they basically filtered or did whatever to the album cover to give it that really nice orangey look. But that is where it was shot, and this is a pretty cool area. It's beautiful, beautiful high-rising, I guess I'll call them cliffs for lack of a better word, all around this cove. And then down here you have the Giant's Causeway. Right down the street, talking like 3 miles down the street, is the Bushmill Whiskey Distillery. So we just figured we'd stop off here. We're not going to do a tour or anything, but we figured we'd head on in here, check out the gift shop. And as you can see, here's a welcome sign. You can see the distillery way up and back, the old Bushmill Distillery. So just gonna walk down here. But we just had a nice lunch. Had fish tacos with codfish, and that was really good. And we're just gonna do a quick stop, like I said, check out the visitor center, and then we're gonna start heading south. We got about a 2.5 hour ride, so. As we head into the gift shop, oh, old Bushmill shops. We're taking a walk here to this place called the Hedges. We're about 7 miles from the last stop, which was the Bushmill Distillery, which is just a couple miles from the Giant's Causeway. So apparently this is a tree-lined road that was also featured in Game of Thrones. So it has a lot of visitors, one because it was in Game of Thrones, but two because of its features. So we're gonna find out. Hold on. So apparently this naturally formed tree-lined street is very popular in this area. It's a popular tourist attraction, put it that way. And as I said, it was also featured in Game of Thrones, and I think I remember seeing scenes of this where the soldiers and stuff were moving along this road. But of course they shoot it at an angle where you don't see the pavement, or maybe they cover it up with tree bushes or whatnot, but you don't see the pavement. Pretty magnificent to see these trees like this. You don't see this that often anywhere in the world. I know in Gloucester we used to have a beautiful area called the Willows, where the willows went over the trees creating a canopy like this. But as I said, this is called Hedges, and there are scenes from the Game of Thrones that featured this area. So we're just going to take a walk up here, see what it's all about. I was hoping there was a plaque, but I was just told they haven't, by another person, that they hadn't seen one up here. But we'll take a little walk up here and see what it's like. So in front of us is the estate, of which this whole area is a part of, privately owned. And what is out there by the dock hedge area is all farmland on the left and right. There's signs that basically talk about be careful of the bull, it will charge you, things like that. But this is the estate. And as you can see, part of it is a golf course now. And the estate is part of a golf course. I can see that right in front of us. It looks like it's been cut like a golf course. So there you have it.